Okay, hey guys. Welcome to Tarisland the WoWkiller video. This is Ader Theron and taking a break from Tome Games to talk about my other love, which is MMOs. Kinda bad MMOs. They're a crack addiction a little bit. Um, yeah. I hope you like my clickbait title. Occasionally I do clickbait things. It's very rare. Usually does decent. Hopefully it'll do decent, though I don't think anyone particularly cares about this game, unfortunately. I don't know. So, we were talking about Tarisland, which is a mobile and PC MMO. And I don't know who the developer is. I think the publisher is like Level Infinite. It's like the same people who publish Tower of Fantasy, which is another MMO that is on mobile and PC and PlayStation 4. And it's another MMO that's pretty dead on PC that I have that is like I like and is kind of my guilty pleasure. So, is Tarisland good? I actually don't think it's that bad. I have it on PC, and obviously, so I'm recording it on PC right now. And I actually play quite a bit on my phone. And it's kind of nice to have an MMO on my phone. Would I rather have Final Fantasy on my phone? To be honest, yes. Would that ever work? No, they have too many fucking skills. Too many skills in Final Fantasy 14. In this game, you get like 5 attack. This is like your little do more damage. Q is like dodge, you have a shield. These three are like ultimates. So you don't have very many buttons, which allows it to be very, very mobile friendly. Is anyone playing it? I have no idea, guys. Honestly, have no idea. I haven't streamed it or anything. I've thought about it, but I'm not a very much a person that streams all the time. So I have no idea how well this is doing on streams or YouTube. Now, luckily enough is when I Google things and don't know where they are in this game, I can usually kind of find something that is good. And the Discord seems alive for the game. And I joined a guild. I don't join a lot of guilds in games because I don't play them enough, but I actually found a guild because if you do want to do things in this game, a guild is helpful. Which kind of to me indicates maybe not a super large player base. Um, so, um, it's a seasonal MMO. I'm not sure how that's going to work exactly. I've heard some things. We're on season 0, which is one of the shorter seasons. I think there's going to be like 2 or 3 more this year or something. I have mixed feeling about seasons. I don't think this is going to be like Once Human where they just like wipe a bunch of stuff. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff you carry over into the next season, but I have absolutely no idea how that's going to work. So, it is a free to play game. So that means there is pay to win garbage in it, of course. And there's a lot of dailies, and there's a cosmetic shop that's very expensive. The pay to win is a little bit convoluted. Like you have to go through a couple of currencies to see it, and you could ignore it. The pay to win doesn't seem to affect PvP as much, but like you can definitely buy more power, and then it's easier to get into raids and stuff. So, I will say this: this game magically came about after WoW was like, "Hey, we're gonna pull out of China," which I'm pretty sure WoW is back in China now. I guess there's some issue with between like WoW and the Chinese company running it in China. And then lo and behold, like this game kind of got announced, and everyone's like, "Huh, that looks oddly familiar. I wonder what it's based off of." And I don't disagree. It does look a lot like WoW if WoW was made today. Now, I do think overall, graphic-wise, this game looks a lot better than WoW. But I'm also biased. I'm not a person who's played WoW for 20 years. I played Final Fantasy 14 for like a long time. And is this better than Final Fantasy 14? No. Is this better than WoW? No. But I think this is prettier than WoW, and it's kind of new. And like, I'm not gonna go join WoW because it's been like out for 20 years, and there's 900 plus mounts you can get. Just no, I'm not gonna do it. I know I'm a mount addict, and I don't need WoW and 1,000 mounts in my life. So, it's very pretty. The custom character creation tool that you do when you make your character, not good. Not good at all. I'll just be honest. Very few options, very few colors. They kind of had a red pinky hair that I got to pick, but I would have liked a hot pink. That would have been nice. some more face options. So it's very much like this game is free. They knew it was gonna be free, and you see that a lot. But you know, I'm having fun in it, if I'll be honest. There's there's dailies to do, and there's some weeklies. They got some PvP, they got some raids. I'll discuss each of those more. The raids are actually kind of fun. They're not like... The raids are made so that mobile people can play them too. So, I will not say like the raids are as difficult as you'll see in like a standard PC MMO like Final Fantasy 14 or WoW. But they're fun, and some of them are challenging, and some of them have weird mechanics. Just saying, like, coming from someone who's raided in Final Fantasy 14 for like a few years now, and I've done ultimates there, I don't feel like the raids are crazy difficult. It's more just like, do I want to screw around in a pug group trying to clear them? No, I don't. So, you know, the same issue you kind of have in every MMO is, you know, mileage will vary on your group you'll get out of a pug group. And there's an okay party finding system for the harder raids and some of the achievements. You don't really have a queue thing to, you have to find groups and the party finding for groups. It's not amazing. Like Final Fantasy 14's like UI is really good for that. This one is not bad though. So, oh, maybe I should actually talk about some of the stuff. So, this is your little dailies, and the dailies really don't take that long to do. This over here. And like I've done most of mine for today, this Clear Arcane Realms, this is like your daily dungeon. And then this is just like random crap to do. And then these are like your dailies and weekly little tasks. Again, most of them don't really take that long. Friday is the reset. I try to knock out a bunch of them on Friday. And then this is the season. Oh, hey, I got that. And your adventure, this Lord of Conquest, this is PvP, Exploration Herald. Adventure and Exploration Herald, I'm not really sure why these are separate, but you know, whatever. PvP, realistically, you need these little things to level up, these little honors, and you really get most of those from like Arena, so I'm probably not going to max out this one in the season. I think I like... Let's see, where is my rank? Okay, so I'm at Dragon Commander. I got Dragon Lord, Empire General, da-da-da-da-da. Empire Lord is like the top one, and then I think you get a mount for that one. And I've looked at all like the little honor thingies I need to level up to the top rank. And I don't think it's possible for me to get enough before the season ends. And my understanding is this resets at the end of the season. I'm not entirely sure about that, but that is my assumption. So I don't know if I'm going to screw around with PvP, but I might go ahead because there's like the season ends on like the 19th or something. This is where you can see kind of quests. So season challenge. And when you're on this page, you can see these. I don't remember. There is somewhere that says when the season ends, but I don't remember where it is. And I'll be honest, it's not... Their UI is not the best. It kind of has that mobile, like, garbage system. Like, it's not as bad as Tower Fantasy, but it's not great. And of course, they have a battle pass, and I bought it because I'm a loser. I wanted a pretty outfit. There are not a lot of outfits in the games. And even between classes, like, I'm a mage. The female priest has, like, the same outfits I do that you unlock for free and can buy, so that's pretty lame. And then this is like your extra. So season, military. The PvP has your typical PvP garbage stuff. Not great. This is like battlegrounds. You have a group and you go smash through the group. Arena is 3v3. This is where your pay to win stuff really comes in. And you basically, if you want to get up there, you need to go in with a pre-made. So I'm not getting up there. I don't like this. And then Trial Ground of Destiny, it's basically the PvP that's in Diablo 4. So you go with a group, you kill mobs, and you go like turn them in and have to wait like a minute for it to turn in, and then other people can gank you and steal your stuff. So this one's not too bad actually. I probably, of the three, enjoy this one the most. Probably Battleground is not really enjoyable, but it's pretty quick. And then Arena, I'm just bad at it. I'll be honest, I'm just bad. So that's never gonna be good. Okay, let's look at the shop. Okay, you have your little monthly ticket thing, which yeah, I bought because I'm a loser. And you got outfits you can get. I bought a couple outfits. I'm not gonna say that I'm not a shill, guys. I'm not gonna say that I'm not a loser. I like appearance and stuff in games. That's why I play games like Palia and Infinity Nikki. I like dress up in games. That's why Final Fantasy 14 is good for me. And then the store also has like this garbage gacha system that's actually worse than Genshin. It's for appearances only. I have a feeling this is probably similar to, oh crap. What is that anime MMO that's in Japan that's going to come here from Amazon? I'll remember that later, but I don't remember it right now. So we're going to move on. And yeah, so you get these little prey thingies and you get 90 draws and you get an orange appearance. And there's like 5 options of the orange appearance. This one actually has some cool stuff. Like I want this lazy cat mount, but you know, I could get to 90 pulls and then get this, and I don't want this. So I'm not worried about it. And it's worse than Genshin because you don't really get these very easily. Like Genshin gives a lot of free currency. This game does not. So completely optional, but the in-game outfits suck. And then, you know, just like gacha, you get the, just like, you know, every other gacha and Genshin game, you get these little things when you get like an item you've already unlocked. Because like a lot of the 10-star items you'll get duplicates of. And you can get this outfit if you get 2,400 of them. And you get this mount if you get 1,600 of them. And this mount if 800 of them. And I'm at 29 guys off of the like free stuff. And oh my goodness. Also, you make gold in the game. You can sell your gold for the gacha currency. There are professions. I don't do them. I don't like them. So I am poor. And I will not begin the free currency. But I have seen a lot of people make like a decent amount of gold and then they turn it into the crystals to get the shiny things and the tokens. There's some leisurely stuff, like your little thing. So I've gotten a couple of like free ones off of like special little event thingies they've done, but it's worse than Genshin. Way worse. Let's see. You have guilds, you have mail, you have elite leaders. Let's see. You have a lot of achievements. Achievements are fun, and the achievements are where like, oh hey, I got that. That's cool. The achievements are where you can unlock some outfits. So like I haven't finished this achievement, but when I do, I get this pretty outfit. And like all the other female characters in the game get that off too. Oh, look, I got this one earlier and I got this weapon unlocked. Cool. Yeah, this is what happens. And see, look at the cool. This one's actually pretty good. Let's see. And then this is how, like, you know, you get most of your mounts through achievements. So the achievements aren't bad. Probably the only thing is finding a group to do the challenges. Like, so this one is you have to clear like 5, 6, like 7 challenge modes, not the normal raid, but the challenge mode. And you basically, once you clear the challenge mode once, you don't really need to do it again. So that's where getting a guild will be useful and fun, because I've been in a nice guild and sometimes they run stuff they don't need just because, you know, they want to help other people. So, you know, your game experience will vary depending on who you play with. Let's see, gameplay. So there are dungeons. No one really does these too much anymore. There's like regular dungeons, elite dungeons, dungeons challenge modes, and then there's raids. And then you have like the normal raids, the elite raids, the epic raids, and I think there's I think epic is the last difficulty that they're coming out. And then challenge modes of all those various levels, so on and so forth. And something that's interesting is like for every new like raid fight that's come out, they've had Echo and Liquid racing to beat it. I'm assuming they paid Echo and Liquid to come do this. I don't know. But the raids are running into the same problem as like WoW, where the raids come out and they're really hard for like the race. and then they have to nerf them for everyone else, like, in a couple days. So, you know, they're pretty fun. It's nothing crazy difficult, nothing, like, weird. So I do kind of like doing the raids on my phone. That's kind of fun. I can lay in bed, do raids. Let's see, Arcane Realms. These are basically like the dungeons, the elite dungeons you did before at the very beginning, just with like funny things added to them, and then they have increase in levels, and we're on Arcane Realm 10, and they get harder and harder, and they had to kind of nerf them already because the player pace was struggling. I got in some pug raids and I was like, are we gonna finish? Some of them took us a while. It was kind of okay. And then, so those are like the fight things, if you like fight things. And then there's exploration, and this is like, you know, like you've seen in Genshin and Tower Fantasy and open world games. Go find stuff on the map. It's not really as fun as Genshin, if I'm being honest. You can't really climb stuff, and flying is locked for a while. So I've found a lot of stuff on the map, and there is a Tarisland interactive map, though it's not always super up to date. So that's kind of fun. You have little unlocks. Again, this is very similar to what you've seen in Tower Fantasy and Genshin and stuff. So kind of normal mobile game things. But it does make you go through the areas. And I do think the areas are fun. I do think it's pretty fun to fly around. I don't feel like there's much of a social scene like you see in Final Fantasy XIV. Like Final Fantasy XIV, you just see people hanging out in Limsa. You see people doing a lot of stuff with the glam and dress up. And because this game doesn't have a lot of customization options, and it doesn't have a lot of free outfits, or even, to be honest, it really doesn't have that many paid outfits either, you don't see a lot of people just like hanging out in areas. At most, you see them hanging out in like Silverlit. So we'll go there in a second. Also, like weekly things, you have Dark Invasion, Universal Hall. Dark Invasion is you running around to do quests for an area. World Boss, it's your world boss. Big monster, go hit it a lot. And then you have Universal Hall, which is you have a big boss that you fight yourself, and you have like less than 2 minutes to finish it. And then Amusement Park has like little fun games and stuff. And there's fishing. I wouldn't say like it's not a super time-intensive MMO, so if you don't want like a super time-intensive MMO, then it's not so bad. Now, that being said, if you want to do all the raids and challenges, and of course, you know, that's going to get more like time-intensive. Like, look at that cool mount. I haven't unlocked it yet. Most of the free mounts are kind of just like reskins. So the mount I am on right now came from doing challenge modes of Arcane Realm 1 through 5. The translucent one that guy has is like Arcane Realm Challenge 6 through 10. Which I might try to clear. I don't know if I'm gonna mess with it, because I said fuck it and I bought the shiny whale off the store, and it's really prettier than all the mounts you can get for free. So again, free to play game. They make no money off subs, right? So they have all the normal free to play garbage stuff that they need to make money. The cash shop is kind of expensive. So all the cool looking stuff is from the gacha system and the store. So if you like to look cool, if you like cool looking mounts, you're gonna have to throw some money. They have some garbage stuff, like they have this Blight Dragon mount, and the drops come from like the raids, and they cost 40,000 gold a piece, and you need 50 of them, and someone converted that to like how much real money would you need, and it's an ungodly amount of money. It's a stupid amount of money. So anyone who has that whale is just like a giant freaking... I said that wrong. Anyone who has that mount is just like a giant whale. So, which, I mean, you could kind of say the same thing about anyone with like that shiny dragon mount from the gacha I was talking about. That's a lot of fucking spins to get that unlocked. That's might actually be more money than the other mount I was talking about. I don't know. So it's fun to fly around. It does take a while to get flying unlocked. So you have to get your reputations to level 10. When you get to level 11, you can buy stuff. There's a shop for all your various currencies. There's too many of them. Here's the reputation shops. So I'm trying to max this out by August 19th is when I think the season ends. So I can get this dodo, which kind of reminds me of a chocobo. and the Sacred Horse, and this blue horn guy. And you have some cool stuff like social shops, guild shop. This encourages you to... Well, that's a glitch. It's a weird glitch. Encourages you to run with your guild members, friendship. You get this currency, and you're maxed at like 50 a week. So I think I wasn't doing this from the get-go, and I'm paying more attention to it now, but I think I'll be able to get that blue manid before the season ends. But you do this, and, you know, so it encourages you to play with your friends and newbies and stuff. And of course, this... That's updated. Oh, I just unlocked that recently. Yeah, so this is the amount I was talking about. I'm not going to get that guy unlocked, but I guess I'll get this book. Oh, and I can get these deer antlers, which is like a customization thing. Yeah. And this is like the time shop. So they give every like maintenance, like pretty much every week, they give you some currency. You can throw it into little spin to win thingies, or you can unlock like cosmetics. I got the mount and the kitty pet. I'm going to go for this bunny that sits on your head. I like appearance stuff. So yeah, here's the appearance things. So there's not really very many appearances that you can switch between. These two are from the gachas, which I was like, they're okay. Not very many weapons. I do like this, because it's pink. Then you have your headwear. I do like that you can change your hair and hair color just about like anytime you want, pretty easily. So it's a decent amount of customization options. I'm a mount girl, so this is my whale that I paid money for because I'm a loser. Here's the Blight Dragon that costs like, I think someone said like $500 or something in gold. There's some funny mounts in here. And there are quite a few you can get for free. But I still think, like, even compared to this, my whale looks cooler. So, there's a lot of ground mounts. There's my pink armadillo guy. Man, I want this. And you know what? I do like it. It's an upscale of, like, a pet. But it looks really grainy on everything except for the saddle, which is kind of weird, but, you know, whatever. There's a dodo I want. And it reminds me of a chocobo. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, you have accessories. So this is your tombstone when you die. And you got little pets and stuff. I got this little goober sheep. So there's quite a few pets. Most of them I feel like I think come from the gacha rolls. So I would like to see them add more free currency for the gacha roll. Especially if you buy the battle pass and the monthly ticket. I feel like you should automatically get like 5 spins a week just for buying the battle pass. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's more amount. Go look at what the Genshin gives you currency in their battle pass. I don't remember how many spins they give you, but I know they give you some, and at least copy that at the very least. And then like Genshin has the $5 pass a month thing that they have, but Genshin gives you some of the currency to go towards spins every day. I think their $5 pass should do the same thing. Right now, it basically just gives you auto fishing, which I hate fishing enough to where I bought it, so it worked on an idiot like me. So, but plenty of people like to do stuff with, I feel like for the most part. It's never gonna be as big as like WoW or Final Fantasy 14. It's not gonna take them over. It can't compete. The raids aren't interesting enough. And really, to be honest, if you don't like raiding in dungeons, there's really nothing to do. There's nothing to do in this game if you don't like the raids and dungeon, which to be honest, I think a lot of people play Final Fantasy 14 and WoW, and it's not necessarily because of the combat aspects of the game, it's because of the social aspects of the game. Like, Final Fantasy 14 has a giant RP scene, giant housing scene. You have people doing clubs in Final Fantasy 14 in the housing districts and stuff like that. You have people just hanging out. But, you know, just for like a fun little game to play, it's not so bad. Am I going to play it next season? To be honest, I haven't decided 100% yet. I'm going to wait and see what it entails. I'm kind of like, I pay for the battle pass, so I'm going to finish out this season for sure. And I might kind of poke at some of the mounts that they have in the achievements when the next season comes out. But I'm thinking of taking a break. I feel like doing the seasonal thing, like, I'm not a big fan of it. And also just the fact of, like, and to be fair, they did say this season would be the shorter side compared to the other one, so I may change my mind at seeing like the length. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't like how short this season was to get through stuff, because I'm not a do the fight day one. I'm like, okay, let's wait a week or two, and let's get better gear, and then kind of go like fight the stuff and have an easier time with how short this season is. I don't think I'll be able to clear all the challenge modes that I would like to, and be able to actually play like other games. Because like Final Fantasy 14, it's Savage Time. Guild Wars 2 has an expansion coming out. Honkai Star Rail has an update. I want to play some of my Otome games. I like Palia. So, like, I don't know. But, again, I do give it props. I do actually like playing it on my phone because it's mobile and I can play on the couch. It kind of reminds me of, like, I like playing Final Fantasy 14 on Steam Deck because I can lay in bed and play it on my couch. So, like, this probably, I think, is the future, maybe, of MMOs, is to have more MMOs be, like, PC and mobile. And I think that opens you up to a larger audience anyway than just PC gaming, so I don't think it's a bad thing. So, we'll see how it goes. I know Asmongold was like, no, never gonna touch this. And that's okay. Like, that's fair. I think anyone who is like a hardcore MMO player that's just like, we'll skip, I think that's fair. So, I went on for way longer than I planned to talk about this. And, that's it for this video. And if you watched, I appreciate it. And I would love to hear your thoughts. Like, are you playing this game? Are you going to go to the next season? Are you like, nah, that's mobile trash? What do you think? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Okay, bye-bye.